Listen closely, because what you're about to hear has the entire hip-hop world holding its breath. Fans are shocked, timelines are on fire, and whispers are getting louder by the hour. What started as subtle shade has now turned into something way more serious, and insiders are saying this isn't just rap beef anymore. The 21 Savage and NBA YoungBoy situation is spiraling fast, and emotions ran high in ways nobody saw coming. Sources close to both camps claim the tension has been building behind the scenes for months, with private conversations turning icy and industry friendships quietly choosing sides. One minute it's cryptic lyrics, the next it's sudden unfollows, suspicious posts, and messages that feel way too personal to be random. Fans noticed it first, and now everybody's asking the same question. How did it get this deep? People who thought this was just internet noise might be dead wrong. Allegedly, egos were bruised, loyalty was questioned, and lines were crossed that can't be uncrossed. Friends are reportedly trying to step in, families are said to be worried, and the streets are buzzing with speculation. Because if even half of what's being whispered is true, this beef isn't cooling down anytime soon, it's heating up. Listen closely, because what you're about to hear has the entire hip-hop world holding its breath. Fans are shocked, timelines are on fire, and whispers are getting louder by the hour. What started as subtle shade has now turned into something way more serious, and insiders are saying this isn't just rap beef anymore. Sources close to both camps claim the tension has been building behind the scenes for months, with private conversations turning icy and industry friendships quietly choosing sides. One minute it's cryptic lyrics, the next it's sudden unfollows, suspicious posts, and messages that feel way too personal to be random. Fans noticed it first, and now everybody's asking the same question. How did it get this deep? People who thought this was just internet noise might be dead wrong. Allegedly, egos were bruised, loyalty was questioned, and lines were crossed that can't be uncrossed. Friends are reportedly trying to step in, families are said to be worried, and the streets are buzzing with speculation. Because if even half of what's being whispered is true, this beef isn't cooling down anytime soon, it's heating up, and it could change everything you thought you knew about 21 Savage tonight. Tonight, the atmosphere around hip-hop feels heavier than usual, like the calm before a storm nobody wants to admit is coming. What fans are witnessing between 21 Savage and NBA YoungBoy did not start overnight, and insiders say the roots of this tension go deeper than music charts and streaming numbers. Emotions ran high the moment whispers began circulating that a private disagreement had quietly turned personal, dragging pride, loyalty, and respect into dangerous territory. According to people close to the situation, it all allegedly began with a closed-door studio session that was supposed to be about collaboration. Expectations were high, egos were higher, and when creative visions clashed, words were exchanged that couldn't be taken back. One source claims 21 Savage felt blindsided by comments questioning his authenticity, while NBA YoungBoy reportedly felt disrespected by what he saw as subtle condescension. In that moment, the room allegedly went silent, and everyone knew something had shifted. Fans are shocked because publicly, nothing looked wrong. Both artists continued dropping music, posting on social media, and moving like business as usual. But behind the scenes, the energy was different. Messages allegedly went unanswered. Calls were ignored. Mutual friends started noticing they were being forced to choose sides, and that's when the family was left divided in ways no one expected. One insider described a tense phone call where voices were raised and tempers flared. "This ain't about music no more," one voice allegedly said, while another fired back, "You crossed a line." Those words reportedly echoed long after the call ended, setting off a chain reaction that would slowly spill into the public eye. Emotions ran high, and restraint became harder to maintain. Soon after, fans noticed cryptic lyrics popping up in new verses. Nothing direct, nothing obvious, but enough to make listeners pause and rewind. Lines about betrayal, fake smiles, and watching your back started to feel pointed. Comment sections exploded with theories, and reaction channels began dissecting every bar like it was a coded message. Fans are shocked at how quickly speculation turned into belief. NBA YoungBoy's camp allegedly felt that the internet was painting him as the aggressor, something sources say he did not take lightly. Close friends reportedly urged him to clear the air, but others encouraged him to stand firm and not back down. Meanwhile, 21 Savage was said to be leaning into silence, letting the mystery fuel conversation while privately expressing frustration to those he trusted most. Family members on both sides were said to be concerned. One relative allegedly warned that pride could turn a cold situation into a dangerous one if nobody stepped in. Another reportedly said that once respect is questioned publicly, there's no easy way to walk it back. The family was left divided between pushing for peace and preparing for fallout. As weeks passed, the tension only grew. Industry events became awkward minefields. Seating arrangements were allegedly adjusted last minute. Security was tightened. People started whispering backstage, wondering what would happen if the two crossed paths unexpectedly. Fans are shocked at how an unspoken conflict could dominate rooms without a single word being said. Then came the social media moment that set everything on fire. A late-night post, vague but aggressive, sent timelines into chaos. Screenshots spread within minutes. Some swore it was aimed directly at 21 Savage. Others argued it was just general venting. But insiders say phone lines immediately lit up, and whatever fragile calm existed disappeared instantly. Behind closed doors, voices were raised again. Accusations flew about leaked conversations and betrayal from within inner circles. Trust was reportedly shattered as each side questioned who was feeding information to bloggers. Emotions ran high, and paranoia crept in, making every move feel like a calculated attack. At this point, friends who once played peacemaker reportedly stepped back, realizing the situation was bigger than them. Fans watched closely as collaborations with mutual associates slowed down or stopped altogether. The industry felt the shift, even if nobody wanted to acknowledge it publicly. One thing was clear to everyone watching. This was no longer just subliminals and online chatter. The energy had changed, the tone had darkened, and the beef felt like it was moving towards something far more serious. Fans are shocked, insiders are nervous, and the question hanging in the air is simple but terrifying. How far is this really going to go from here? Those closest to the situation say this was the moment when both camps stopped pretending everything could be fixed with a simple conversation. The mood reportedly shifted from confusion to calculation, with every action weighed carefully. Small details suddenly mattered. Who liked which post, who was seen with whom, and who stayed silent all became pieces of a growing puzzle fans tried to solve in real time. One longtime associate allegedly admitted that fear started creeping in, not just about reputations, but about safety. The streets talk fast, and narratives grow legs before truth can catch up. Rumors spread that entourages were on edge, watching surroundings more closely than usual. Fans are shocked hearing how quickly a creative disagreement could escalate into something that felt physical, even if nothing had happened yet. Behind the scenes, managers and label executives were said to be scrambling. Emergency meetings were reportedly held to discuss damage control, branding risks, and worst-case scenarios. Some pushed for public statements to cool things down, while others insisted silence was the smartest move. Emotions ran high in those rooms too, because nobody wanted to be blamed if things went left. At the same time, the fan bases began clashing online. Supporters defended their favorites fiercely, digging up old interviews, lyrics, and clips to prove who was right and who was wrong. The family was left divided not just personally, but publicly, as relatives and close friends felt pressure to show loyalty. Every post was dissected, every emoji analyzed for hidden meaning. Late one night, a source claims a message was sent that changed everything. It wasn't public, it wasn't lyrical, and it wasn't meant for fans. It was direct, emotional, and impossible to misinterpret. Those who allegedly saw it say it made reconciliation feel nearly impossible. From that moment on, the atmosphere shifted from tense to volatile, leaving everyone watching with the same uneasy feeling that the story was only beginning. People close to both sides say sleep became hard to come by as adrenaline and anger mixed with stress. Every unexpected noise, every unfamiliar face suddenly felt significant. Fans are shocked by how quickly paranoia can replace excitement in moments like these. The industry, known for celebrating conflict, grew unusually quiet, as if waiting for the next shoe to drop. Nobody wanted to be the name mentioned when this situation reached its next phase, whatever that might look like. Insiders admit there was a growing sense of inevitability, a belief that the tension would surface somehow, somewhere, whether through music, confrontation, or unexpected consequences that nobody could control once set in motion. That uneasy feeling lingered, hanging over the culture, reminding everyone how quickly pride can turn situations dangerous when egos collide without restraint. Morning came. The situation had already evolved into something unrecognizable from its origins. What once felt like quiet tension now carried the weight of anticipation, and fans are shocked by how fast narratives shifted overnight. Blogs pushed anonymous tips, reaction channels spoke with certainty, and rumors gained credibility through repetition alone. Inside both camps, emotions ran high as advisors warned that perception could become reality if left unchecked. Every decision felt loaded, every silence suspicious. The pressure mounted as everyone waited to see who would blink first, while stakes rose higher with each passing public reaction daily. Sources claim a tense meeting was held where tempers flared and patience thinned. One voice allegedly slammed a table, demanding respect and clarity, while another insisted no apology was owed. Fans are shocked hearing how quickly allies turned defensive, protecting reputations over relationships. Emotions ran high as old grievances resurfaced, dragged back into the present like unfinished business. The family was left divided again, with some urging restraint and others quietly preparing for escalation. Nobody left that room feeling lighter, only more certain that lines had been crossed and consequences loomed larger than anyone wanted to publicly admit thereafter quietly. Outside those walls, fan bases continued clashing like rival armies online. Comment sections became battlegrounds where loyalty was proven through insults and endless speculation. Fans are shocked at how quickly humor turned hostile and memes took on darker tones. Emotions ran high as misinformation spread faster than facts, shaping opinions before truth could surface. Friends watching from a distance felt helpless, knowing their words could be twisted instantly. The family was left divided publicly now, with every like or repost treated as a declaration of war by observers who sensed escalation coming sooner rather than later everywhere across platforms, now globally. Industry insiders reportedly tried stepping in quietly, hoping private conversations could slow the momentum. Phone calls were made, favors were called in, and warnings were issued about irreversible damage. Fans are shocked learning how many powerful names attempted mediation behind the scenes. Emotions ran high when those efforts failed, leaving frustration in their wake. One mediator allegedly said the trust was already broken, making peace fragile at best. The family was left divided over whether intervention helped or only inflamed pride further as stakes grew heavier and public curiosity intensified with every leaked rumor shared online constantly by fans worldwide. Meanwhile, subtle moves suggested preparation rather than peace. Security details were adjusted, travel plans quietly changed, and inner circles tightened. Fans are shocked noticing these patterns, interpreting them as signs of something more serious brewing. Emotions ran high among crews tasked with protection, knowing one misunderstanding could spiral quickly. Friends urged caution, reminding everyone how fast situations escalate when pride meets paranoia. The family was left divided between fear and denial, unsure whether concern was justified or simply the product of online hysteria that blurred reality lines and amplified anxiety across already tense environments everywhere, without clear guidance forthcoming soon. Music releases only added fuel to the speculation. Listeners dissected lyrics word by word, convinced hidden messages were being exchanged publicly. Fans are shocked at how quickly art became evidence in an imagined courtroom. Emotions ran high as debates raged about intent versus coincidence, authenticity versus performance. Some collaborators distanced themselves to avoid association, while others doubled down in loyalty. The family was left divided creatively too, as producers and writers questioned whether collaboration itself had become a liability that threatened long-term plans, careers, reputations, and trust built over years within an unforgiving industry spotlight that magnified everything constantly. Behind the bravado, stress reportedly took a personal toll. Sleep was disrupted, tempers shortened, and focus wavered under constant scrutiny. Fans are shocked hearing how fame magnifies conflict, leaving little room for vulnerability. Emotions ran high at home, where loved ones asked hard questions about safety and priorities. Some relatives pushed for stepping back entirely, while others feared retreat would look like weakness. The family was left divided emotionally, caught between protecting their own and respecting personal choices during a moment that demanded calm judgment yet rewarded aggression publicly within modern entertainment culture dynamics seen daily by millions worldwide online. As pressure mounted, trust eroded further through leaks and half-truths. Private comments allegedly surfaced online, stripped of context, and weaponized instantly. Fans are shocked watching narratives mutate in real time. Emotions ran high as accusations flew about betrayal from inside trusted circles. Nobody knew who to believe, only that damage was spreading. The family was left divided over loyalty tests as silence itself became suspicious. Every hour brought new claims, making resolution feel increasingly distant and complicated while stress levels climbed and communication channels collapsed under constant suspicion between parties once aligned creatively in previous successful moments together peacefully. Observers began warning that escalation often follows humiliation, real or perceived. Fans are shocked hearing analysts compare this moment to past feuds that ended badly. Emotions ran high as cautionary tales circulated, reminding everyone how pride clouds judgment. Some voices urged public reconciliation, believing transparency could diffuse tension. Others argued silence maintained leverage and mystique. The family was left divided strategically, unsure whether addressing rumors would calm storms or simply invite deeper scrutiny from an unforgiving audience that thrives on spectacle, controversy, and emotional extremes within digital ecosystems where attention becomes currency, quickly shaping outcomes unintentionally through collective reaction cycles. Amid all this, a brief moment of calm appeared possible. A shared associate hinted publicly that talks were happening. Fans are shocked by how hope briefly returned. Emotions ran high as speculation shifted toward peace instead of conflict. Screenshots circulated, interpretations softened, and optimism flickered. Yet behind the scenes, skepticism dominated. The family was left divided over believing change was real or performative. That fragile hope rested on conversations few trusted and many doubted after months of tension, speculation, and emotional exhaustion affecting everyone involved deeply across creative, business, and personal spheres connected to the situation directly or indirectly daily. That calm did not last long. A single comment reignited suspicion and erased progress instantly. Fans are shocked at how fragile peace proved to be. Emotions ran high as disappointment replaced optimism almost overnight. Accusations resurfaced, trust vanished again, and patience wore thin. Friends who celebrated potential resolution retreated quietly. The family was left divided once more, emotionally drained by constant reversals. It became clear that resolution would require more than words spoken under public pressure and performative gestures meant to satisfy audiences rather than heal wounds formed through months of conflict, miscommunication, and ego clashes that lingered unresolved painfully. By this point, many insiders admitted fear outweighed excitement. The tone around the beef darkened noticeably. Fans are shocked, sensing a shift from entertainment to concern. Emotions ran high as warnings replaced jokes across timelines. Nobody wanted to be responsible for escalation, yet nobody felt able to stop it. The family was left divided between acceptance and alarm. With tension thick and trust thin, the story felt poised to enter a far more unpredictable phase where consequences could extend beyond music reputations and digital arguments into reality that no one could fully control once momentum carried it forward unchecked dangerously. As the tension dragged on, The narrative around the beef shifted into something far darker, and fans are shocked by how quickly curiosity turned into genuine concern. What once felt like entertainment now carried the weight of potential consequences, and emotions ran high across every corner of the culture. Insiders say both camps became hyper-aware of their surroundings, moving differently, talking less, and trusting almost no one outside their inner circles. The family was left divided emotionally, torn between staying silent and speaking up before things went too far. According to sources, one late-night conversation became a turning point. Voices were reportedly low but intense, filled with frustration built up over months of speculation and perceived disrespect. "This isn't what I wanted," one person allegedly said, while another responded, "It's already bigger than us now." Those words lingered heavily, reflecting a shared understanding that the situation had escaped anyone's full control. Fans are shocked hearing how resignation started replacing anger behind closed doors, even as public narratives continued escalating. At the same time, paranoia allegedly reached a new level. Every unfamiliar car, every unexpected message, every sudden rumor sparked anxiety. Emotions ran high as entourages tightened protocols, and movement became more calculated. Friends who once laughed off the drama reportedly grew serious, reminding everyone how quickly situations spiral when pride and pressure collide. The family was left divided over whether this heightened alertness was smart preparation or a sign things had already gone too far. Public appearances added another layer of tension. When either artist was spotted, fans dissected body language, facial expressions, and even who stood nearby. Fans are shocked at how much meaning people assigned to silence or a glance. Emotions ran high as analysts declared that absence spoke louder than words. Some claimed avoiding certain cities was strategic, while others insisted it was coincidence. The family was left divided publicly, forced to watch loved ones become symbols in a narrative fueled by speculation more than facts. Then came another wave of alleged leaks. Short clips, partial quotes, and secondhand stories flooded social media, each adding confusion rather than clarity. Fans are shocked by how quickly these fragments were accepted as truth. Emotions ran high as both sides felt misrepresented and betrayed. Accusations flew about who was feeding information to bloggers, deepening mistrust within inner circles. The family was left divided again, questioning loyalty at a time when unity mattered most. Industry veterans reportedly began expressing concern privately. Some reached out with warnings, reminding everyone how similar situations ended badly in the past. Fans are shocked hearing these comparisons, as history's lessons resurfaced in uncomfortable ways. Emotions ran high during these conversations, as nobody wanted to be remembered as another cautionary tale. The family was left divided strategically, unsure whether listening to outsiders was wisdom or interference. Behind the scenes, exhaustion set in. Constant vigilance, endless rumors, and emotional strain reportedly took their toll. Fans are shocked learning how draining prolonged conflict can be beyond the spotlight. Emotions ran high at home, where loved ones pushed for rest, distance, and perspective. Some suggested stepping away from music entirely for a moment, while others feared silence would only invite more speculation. The family was left divided over self-preservation versus public perception. As days passed without resolution, the tone online shifted again. Jokes faded, replaced by uneasy commentary. Fans are shocked noticing how timelines grew quieter, as if people sensed the stakes were no longer playful. Emotions ran high when even reaction channels began urging calm instead of hype. The family was left divided watching the culture mature in real time, realizing how close the situation felt to crossing an invisible line. One insider described a moment of reflection, where someone allegedly admitted regret over how things escalated. "If I could rewind it, I would," they reportedly said. Fans are shocked hearing that vulnerability existed beneath the bravado. Emotions ran high as that admission clashed with public images of strength and defiance. The family was left divided over whether humility could still change the trajectory, or if it had arrived too late. Still, pride remained a powerful force. Even with regret, Neither side wanted to appear weak. Fans are shocked by how ego complicates peace. Emotions ran high as advisors debated next moves, weighing apologies against optics. The family was left divided, aware that any step forward could be interpreted as surrender by an unforgiving audience. As uncertainty lingered, the sense of danger became more psychological than physical, but no less intense. Fans are shocked, feeling the shift from excitement to anxiety. Emotions ran high as everyone involved waited for clarity that refused to come. The family was left divided between hope and dread, knowing the next move, whatever it was, would shape how this story ended. Insiders agreed on one thing: the beef had reached a point where it could no longer be ignored or played off. Fans are shocked, realizing how thin the line is between spectacle and reality. Emotions ran high as anticipation mixed with fear. With trust broken, nerves frayed, and pride still standing tall, the situation hovered at a crossroads, leaving everyone watching with the same uneasy question: would this finally cool down, or was the most serious chapter still ahead? As the situation entered its most intense phase, the mood around the culture felt tense in a way that couldn't be laughed off anymore. Fans are shocked by how silence itself started feeling loud, like every pause carried meaning. Emotions ran high as both camps appeared to retreat from the spotlight, not to cool things down publicly, but to regroup privately. The family was left divided once again, sensing that whatever came next would define how this entire saga would be remembered. Insiders claim a final attempt at back-channel communication was made, not out of friendship, but necessity. The conversation was reportedly short, guarded, and heavy with unspoken history. "This has gone too far," one voice allegedly said, while the response was described as calm but firm. There was no yelling, no threats, just a cold understanding that trust had been broken beyond easy repair. Fans are shocked hearing that even in that moment, resolution felt close yet impossibly distant at the same time. Around this point, the streets began buzzing with exaggerated rumors that alarmed even seasoned industry veterans. Emotions ran high as bloggers hinted at scenarios that pushed fear into overdrive. Some claims were quickly denied, others left unanswered, creating an atmosphere where imagination filled the gaps. The family was left divided emotionally, forced to reassure loved ones while privately worrying about how narratives were spiraling out of control. Friends reportedly started pulling away, not out of disloyalty, but self-preservation. Fans are shocked, noticing familiar faces disappear from posts and appearances. Emotions ran high as isolation replaced camaraderie. Those who stayed close became more protective, more serious, less willing to joke about the situation. The family was left divided socially, watching circles shrink as tension reshaped relationships built over years. Then came a public moment that shifted everything again. A performance, a lyric, a gesture, subtle enough to deny, but loud enough to ignite conversation. Fans are shocked by how quickly interpretations spread, with some calling it a warning and others dismissing it as coincidence. Emotions ran high as reaction videos flooded timelines within hours. The family was left divided publicly, knowing that no explanation would satisfy everyone watching. Behind closed doors, concern reportedly turned into urgency. Advisors pushed for de-escalation not as a branding move, but as a safety measure. Emotions ran high as reality set in that outcomes couldn't be controlled once narratives took on lives of their own. The family was left divided between trusting guidance and trusting instinct, unsure which path would actually prevent lasting damage. At the same time, there were whispers of introspection. One source claims someone close admitted that the weight of the situation no longer felt empowering. "This ain't strength," they allegedly said. "This is stress." Fans are shocked hearing that vulnerability existed beneath layers of bravado. Emotions ran high as that private honesty contrasted sharply with the public image of dominance and confidence. As days passed, the tension reached a strange plateau. Nothing exploded, but nothing healed either. Fans are shocked by the stillness, describing it as eerie rather than calming. Emotions ran high as everyone waited, checking feeds constantly, expecting something to happen. The family was left divided in this waiting period, caught between relief that nothing had occurred and fear that it was only delayed. The culture itself seemed to hold its breath. Even rival artists and commentators softened their tone, recognizing the seriousness beneath the spectacle. Fans are shocked noticing how quickly empathy replaced entertainment. Emotions ran high as conversations shifted toward responsibility, maturity, and consequences. The family was left divided, watching public opinion evolve in real time, wondering if that shift would influence decisions behind the scenes. Then, quietly, the narrative began to bend. Not toward friendship, but toward distance. No more subliminals. No more vague posts. Just separation. Fans are shocked by how anticlimactic yet powerful that choice felt. Emotions ran high as some celebrated the lack of escalation while others criticized the absence of closure. The family was left divided over whether distance was healing or simply unresolved tension frozen in place. Insiders say this phase marked a turning point not because peace was made, but because damage control finally outweighed pride. Emotions ran high as both sides focused on protecting their futures rather than winning narratives. The family was left divided but hopeful that time, not confrontation, might defuse what words could not. As this chapter closed, one thing became clear to everyone watching closely. The beef didn't end with a bang, but with a warning. Fans are shocked realizing how close things felt to going left. Emotions ran high as reflection replaced hype. The family was left divided yet relieved, understanding that sometimes the most dangerous moments are the ones that almost happen. Still, unanswered questions lingered. Was this truly over, or just buried? Fans are shocked, debating whether silence signals growth or unresolved hostility. Emotions ran high as speculation continued, though quieter now. The family was left divided by uncertainty, aware that history has a way of resurfacing when least expected. This story became less about winners and more about consequences. Fans are shocked seeing how quickly entertainment can turn serious. Emotions ran high as the culture was reminded that behind every headline are real people navigating pride, pressure, and perception. Whether this distance holds or cracks someday remains unknown, but one thing is certain. This wasn't just rap drama. It was a moment that showed how thin the line is between spectacle and reality, and how close it can come to turning deadly before anyone even realizes how far it's gone. Now that you've heard everything, the question is simple, and it's one fans are still arguing about everywhere. Did this situation truly cool off, or was it just paused before something bigger unfolds? Fans are shocked by how close this all felt to going completely left, and emotions ran high from start to finish. What looked like entertainment almost crossed into something permanent, and that's why this story still doesn't sit right with a lot of people watching closely. You've seen how pride, pressure, and perception can turn a few words into a full-blown storm. You've heard how the family was left divided, how friends backed away, and how the culture itself shifted from laughing to worrying. And even though things look quiet right now, silence doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes it just means the tension is waiting for the right moment to resurface. So now it's on you. Do you think distance really saved the situation, or did it just delay the inevitable? Was this beef ever about music, or was it always something deeper, something personal that couldn't be fixed with conversations and apologies? Fans are shocked by how many unanswered questions are still floating around, and emotions ran high because nobody truly knows how close this came to turning deadly. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Let us know whose side you're on, or if you think both sides handled this all wrong. If you felt the tension in this story, make sure you hit that like button so more people can see it. Subscribe to the channel if you want real stories, real drama, and real breakdowns of what's really going on behind the scenes in hip-hop. And don't forget to turn on notifications, because stories like this don't just disappear. They come back when you least expect it. Stay locked in, stay alert, and remember, in this culture, the beef you don't see coming is usually the one that hits the hardest.